Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Buckeyes offense will get the first swing today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they're able to get him down.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. Just ran away from the defense. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's low. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They bring him down to the 32-yard line. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And looking for a big play here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. Testing the right side here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Send the back in motion. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. The ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a quarterback keeper. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Hands it off from the gun. Oh, look at the quick cut. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with how defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And here he comes from inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Holding. Offense.
So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Brown. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the result is going to be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call.
Tremendous toughness here. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And a handoff as they run the counter play. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking for some space. It's Love. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff running right. The game was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. And here's the return. When he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. The pass is intercepted.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap.
By Notre Dame.
With dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Oh, we've got a shootout here. And now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's low. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He fires this throw, and is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Ohio State. It was a foot race, and he won it. And the point after makes the lead 8. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Payne. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. They'll go for it on 4th down, likely the final play of the first half. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Defense is coming after him. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. They bring the punter onto the field now. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance in that next round of the postseason.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And he's tackled after the catch. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Personal foul.
And the PAT is good. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. And he's tackled at the 3. What an awful decision to bring the football out. And great coverage there. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense operating from the pistol. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. And the punt team now on to kick it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. Oh, and he's got some space here. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. It was a 1st and 10 play. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. King makes it 2nd and medium. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
Number 35 in punt formation to kick it away.
Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts at the 25. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Bringing pressure. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring him down. Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Running play called on 3rd and short. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
And that's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to...
Touchdown, Ohio State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Turn starts inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. Pressure is coming. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. This time it's complete. A new set of downs after that completion.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Love to see this with a lead late in the game, in the postseason. You got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Payne. And he's brought down at the 16 and would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the football. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll finally bring him down. A big gain there to end the game, but he stopped short and the clock will run out. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.